Well, I was bumping that Orange Juice Jones this morning. That's my favorite Pandora station as of right now. My shit always switch up. It was Les Nubian station before that, and Soul for Real station for that. But hey, Orange Juice Jones, cuz hey, Pandora, hey, that nigga be preaching, cuz hey, bumping that curiosity that hey baby, I see you getting all curious about mine. Hey, next time you get curious, I want you to get curious about a job. I want you to get curious about mass transit. And that nigga was spitting that game. Just like, I saw you and him. That nigga say, yeah, baby, I missed you so much, I followed you. Hey, you were holding hands and I never be the same. Cause I saw you and him walking in the rain and shit. Hey, Orange Juice Jones, bruh. Curiosity. But it was satisfaction that brought her back. All I do is listen to retro shit. I'm a retro type of nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Glad to be doing the reading at home. Kind of sucks though, because I usually do my shit like back after back. It'd be only 2 readings, I know, but I got a business, you know what I'm saying, ministry overlap this. Once again, this shit gonna take a back seat, so gotta handle my business when I'm done doing what I gotta do for my OG and her thing. This is legit shit too. Can't even tell y'all what's going on. I don't wanna fuck her shit up. But yeah, man. One thing I hate more than anything. Let me get with this reading. I got this nice spread out. Divine masculine situation, by the way. One thing I do hate about this. Online shit more than you buster ass, troll ass comments makers, more than, you know, you attention seeking. It's about me as clients, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like the fact that I be having to backdoor this shit or like curb this shit or work around this shit. Like I built this shit for self-sustainability, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like my rap career. One thing I'm learning is the way God set up, you know what I'm saying? The way God be set up sometimes, some things just gotta happen. What I'm learning is like when I stop caring about what the fuck I need to be doing or gotta be doing out here and just focused on the kingdom and just be handling kingdom business. It's like by the time I get to handling my shit, my situation be already in a better situation already before I even come back to attempt my shit. That's just how God be working. Like I told you, you do some shit for God, you know, God gonna do shit for you, but it ain't like you doing shit for the kingdom for God's blessings. You know what I'm saying? We ain't in it for the blessings. You feel what I'm saying? Like we know God gonna bless us when we bless other people, but we ain't finna bless other people in hopes or calculations that we gonna count on that blessing or count on that miracle that God gonna be sending out. Like, nah, you ain't finna finesse God. That's a finesse. You know, finesse God over here. Like I say, it's just God over here. So that being said, final weeks, final energies of the year. Best time to get these low prices because I'm talking about January 2nd. We're going back to original prices, baby. You'll be looking at them like, damn, this is original prices? I'll be like, yeah. Working with y'all, man, off and on for a long time, man. Hey, it's been 3 whole years. Look at God. Season 4. And we turning up too. We turning up too. I gotta get these views and shit without buying them. I gotta get these subscribers and shit without buying them. Cause I'm saying they send me I get messages every day from YouTube itself to boost my shit, people who are boosters to boost my shit. I'm good. I'm good. Trying to do this the right way or no way at all. So, first card in this message, masculine, we got the 6 of Wands. Once again, a lot of y'all women are divine masculines. Get it right. My OG, my mom, she a divine masculine. My twin sister, she a divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? I actually got a twin sister. Just peep my readings and shit. See how my mom talked to me. See how I be talking to my mom. See how my mom is very instrumental in a lot of shit that I got going on, my twin sister included. These are females. But see who be dominant though. It be the females. You know what I'm saying? Because it's how they move. The way my sister move, the way my OG move, they move like masculines. They are masculines through and through. Like I'm feminine through and through. Just because I'm a dude and they women don't mean like one of them gonna be the feminine and I'm gonna be the masculine. Period. Like, no. I don't know how y'all reading energy out here, but I mean, you better win it. You better read it the best way you can. So, Six of Wands. It's all about wins, victories, and celebrations. Six of Wands is. What are Wands? Actions. That shit you doing, shit you done, not shit you finna do because you ain't finna do it. Like, it's like you finna go to the store. It's like, I call me when you at the store. Or I call me when you coming back from the store. Like, you ain't even left to go to the store yet. Quit saying you got to go to the store and just go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's doing shit. You know what I mean? You gotta be doing shit. You ain't finna do nothing. You might be going to the store, but have you gone yet? You know? Clarifying wins, we got Nine of Wands, which is too much work. Being overburdened, overbearing. You know what I mean? It's just you've been working so hard, you tired. Working your fingers to the bone. You've been practicing and working so much at your craft, you just, I don't know, just collapsed and shit. Like you just need to save a little bit of energy that you have to Ten of Wands, whatever this situation is. Ten of Wands is a temporary ending, or you just finishing your karmic cycle when it comes to work. It's like digging a grave. You know what I'm saying? It's like digging a grave. Six of Wands, like you have, it's like we need a grave digger right now. They'll look at me. You're a nice, strong young man, you know what I'm saying? Look like you got some muscles up in there. I want you to dig this 6 foot grave real quick. And it's like, man, I get the 3 feet. I ain't done. And I damn sure don't deserve no break because, like I said, after 3 feet, this shit done with anyway. Nine of motherfucking Wands is like you dug the 6 foot grave. Now you're gonna have to get your ass out that hole. Like majority of the work is done, but you need to get about this hole. Or something happens, motherfuckers start throwing dirt on you. I don't know, flash flood come, you buried in this motherfucker. Somebody might shoot you or put you in that motherfucker. Like whoever. Like it's time to get out that hole. You know what I'm saying? This is like putting the shovel down and looking up, knowing you gotta climb up that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It ain't done. It ain't over yet. So it's a lot of wins that's going on. Overall energy, masculine. You seeing a whole bunch of wins and you thinking that it's over. You thinking you could take a break. You thinking you ain't gotta keep doing whatever you was doing to see these wins come to pass. These victories happen in your life. Having a lot more to celebrate these days. Nah, it's like you ain't even finished with something. And you taking a break as if this is the only thing you're gonna be doing, as if we ain't got more graves to dig around here. Clarifying that, this overall energy is fairly important. Let me remind you, fairly important. We got the 7 of Pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Something you could taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. 7 of Pentacles is the re card. R-E-R-E. That's reevaluating something, removing yourself from something, relocating from something, rearranging some shit. You know, rehashing on something critical, remembering something, recognizing something, realizing something. R-E-R-E. It's about 7 of them you're going to do in the midst of you, trying to get out this hole you done dug, which is a lot of hard work, but you just starting to see that it's only just begun. At the end of the day, it's a win. Because maybe the person you burying is your past. Maybe what you burying is your obstacle. Maybe what you burying is your enemy up in this motherfucker. Like, you win. Winner. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying? Take pride in that. So it's like, you in the middle of putting something to a temporary end. But the reason why this temporary end is so much for you is because you ain't ended it before. Whatever this end is. Overall energy. Bottom line energy, which is more important than all that there. We got the 10 of Pentacles. This is manifestation at its finest. This is you manifesting something. Something you wanted to buy, you can buy now. Something you wanted to happen, happening. Something you wanted to see, you seeing it. Somewhere you wanted to be, you being in it. So you and a person coming together like butt cheeks. This is marrying the love of your life. Or getting engaged to them. This is you and a person having a child. You and a person buying a home. You and a person buying a car. You know what I mean? If it ain't just you, it's you, whoever you sharing shit with. Yeah? 10s are good as long as you keep going. What's the step after the 10 of Pentacles? It's the Knight of Pentacles, which is grooming. Or be in a position to teach other people how to 10 of Pentacles this situation just like you 10 of Pentacles yours. We ain't saying go start, be a love coach after the success of your first relationship. Like, no. Still need a little trial and error there. Still need a little walk room up in that motherfucker before you can start making yourself a pro. Once again, Met my twin flame in 2012. Didn't even get familiar with this twin flame lingo and shit till about 214, right around the time I got out the bag. Let them know, hey, I'm divine feminine, you divine masculine, we're twins, like we're the same person, but we're different and shit. Like it's a lot of signs and synchronicities and a lot of divine love and like a lot of signs I'm getting from God to let me know that what me and you got going on is just something unique, something different, something unlike anything I've ever experienced, and it's taking me to a whole another direction. Looking at God, man, God sure did. Like I say, I'm a whole new creature, a whole new person than I was when I first stumbled upon my other half, my divine counterpart, and things of that sort. So, what a time in my twin where shit start to come together in life. Because prior to that, I was definitely in a Five of Pentacles situation. My masculine was too. Five of Pentacles, that's the dark night of the soul. That's 50%. That's failure. I was definitely failing in life. Not as a man, not as a student. I was at college when I met him. I ain't graduated, he did. He was waiting on me and shit. Long story. I was just like failing as just a person, man, a human being. Just the shit you divinely accounted for. Divinely accounted for. We ain't talking about what it takes to be the man on earth, because it don't take that much. Maybe $40 in the car. Don't take that much to be the shit on earth. We talking about heavenly duties. We talking about divine duties. We talking about what God might be pondering over right now about my ass. It's going in circles for a long ass time. It's in a very Five of Pentacles situation, isolated position. It was just me in the streets at the time. And my twin was the same shit. He literally came from Denver, Colorado. I came literally from Washington, D.C. You know what I'm saying? I take DC as divine counterpart. Then we moved on the same street. 113th, 11-3. Motherfucker, like 2-3. It's kind of where I got the terms for the 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands and 4 of Wands. Shit, like, God just brought all this shit together. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a movie. This was some monumental shit. Some real frenetic shit here. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what it was initially. I definitely experience, feel, see, understand, and helping y'all with what it is right now. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Hey, I'm in a good position. Maybe not with my twin. And I'm only saying that because, like I said, we've been closer, hung around. Shit's been a lot more blissful than it has been for a while, But, it is what it is. I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Because there's still goodness here. Good shit in my life going on. Good shit in his life going on. Still a good situation. Told you, a twin flame situation is here to make you the best person you can be. You having your masculine romantically and together and all that shit, that's the icing on the cake. It's a lot of twins with icings on their cake. But it's a lot of twins with brownies, too. You're a brownie, it's a nice cake. But the way it's set up, it's a brownie because it tastes good without the icing. You can put icing on brownies, that's cool. Cheesecake, you can put icing on cheesecake if you want to. It's cool. As long as you got that cake, though. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. So, masculine, you're feeling complete in ways you comprehend. You looking at the past from where you've been at to where you're at right now, and it's good. It's right as rain. Right as rain, son. Hey, if it ain't raining, it ain't right. Because eventually this place has got a lot of drought right here. The soil gonna be fucked up. We can't grow nothing on it. The life around here is just gonna die. Sunlight, yes, that keeps the world living and shit. But that water, that's the spirit. Without spirit, I'm telling you, ain't nothing gonna live. Just like we got spirit in us, water in animals, water in plants, water on shit, whether it's in your grits. Whether it's in your grits or the shit you mix in your cleaning solution to clean your house, nigga. Without water to clean your ass, nigga. Without water, the spirit, man, this life would be very bland. Without sunlight, like I said, right as rain. Rain is water. That's spirit. That's God raining down on us. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't raining blessings, if it ain't raining goodness, if it ain't raining love, If it ain't raining pennies from heaven around this bitch, if it ain't raining financial blessings, like whatever you want rain down on you divinely. And I'm talking about physical shit like champagne or sperm or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's what you want. Masculine is what you want. But you see where you came from. And the thing that's making this just a tad bit more clear is you know exactly where you came from prior to this. Like, it ain't just the Five of Pentacles, Dark Night of the Soul, failure position. It's a pinnacle. It's a person, place, or thing, or something you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. This is like a status. Eight of Pentacles is a status of having a life. Seven of Pentacles, which is out here in the overall energy, this is doing everything you got to do to get your life back. Eight of Pentacles. We coming from a Five of Pentacles. It's 50%. 60% is homeostasis. 70% is passive. No life, but it's passive. Eight of Pentacles is having a life. Nine of Pentacles is having a life and more. Or be in a position to, I don't know, capitalize or invest or, you know what I mean? Flip some shit. Ten of Pentacles, it's all good. This is where you was at. This is where you at now. You was failing. Now you at an A. 100%. 100%. It's an A plus. Aside from knowing where you came from physically, the last Dark Night of the Soul you had, or the Dark Night of the Soul you had prior to this twin flame situation. Like, I remember exactly how my life was before I met my twin. But I remember how the fuck my life was before I went back to college. Oh God, like, I didn't come home for college. I came home because shit. I mean, I don't know. I was just getting pulled there. God told me to come home. A lot of things happened to get me home. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the streets. I came home like 210 basically. I started college January 2011. I didn't meet my twin till like, I want to say, yeah. January 2011, I didn't meet my twin till like 2012. Like that following year. No? Yep. I was at school the whole year before I met him. You know what I mean? And it was like, I remember where I was. I had no car. The place I was staying at, it was the fucking gutter, the slums. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no warm water. I had no hot water where I was staying at. You know what I'm saying? No car. I was staying in a fucking trap. This is Southside Chicago. You understand? I was in Lion City. You know what I mean? And it was just like bad. I didn't know how bad. You know what I mean? I didn't know those niggas getting killed left and right out that motherfucker. I didn't know what the drill scene was back then. I ain't know shit about the cliques that's murking niggas and how niggas ain't from 63rd and all this goof ass shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was bad. But I knew it was some good that was gonna come out of it. The good thing at that point was coming up on shit, $3,774 just to go back to college again. Which I had to pay Tennessee State. Weak ass you and shit. Just to get one fucking transcript to go to Chicago State. I wasn't enthused about going to Chicago State. I wasn't enthused going to Chicago State. But one day, start a new class, first day of class, summer school, I'll remind you. So I'm telling me to go to summer school just to finish up school early and shit. Go to summer school, I meet this guy. And it was never the same again. I was a very lonely and very isolated individual. My twin was too. Prior to us meeting, and I'm telling you, from day one, I ain't been alone in a while. I ain't felt like isolated in a long time. Last time I felt isolated was I was in Utah and shit, but that's a whole other script. Getting to the story. Masculine, come to the stand. You got the Nine of Cups. This is dreams come true, wishes granted, or miracle. This is in your mystery madness role or subconscious. Subconsciously, you're looking for a miracle or a sign from God or something like that. But that ain't, like, what you're looking for is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is the divine energy. That's you stepping into your power. That's you stepping into your divinity, knowing you were X-Men, knowing you were a divine person, knowing you're not like everybody else in the world. Nine of Cups is just, like I said, a wish that you want granted, a dream that you want to come true, or a miracle that you kind of looking for. And you forsworn in the process. Cups, what are cups? Feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Four of Swords, that's the idle mind. Too much rest and relaxation. You just in your head. What's the idle mind? It's the devil's workshop. This is the devil's doorway too. It's how the devil gets in. Let me stop talking about that nigga because I ain't seen that nigga out here in a minute. So, final smoke on this. We got the Queen of Pentacles. So, in the midst of wishing and hoping and praying for something, you're very in your head about your karmic feminine, or you're very in your head about a situation you need to boss up on. Queen of Pentacles is could be a karmic feminine. King of Pentacles could be a karmic masculine in my readings and my lingo and my script over here. But aside from that, this is the Khalees bossy card, Queen of Pentacles. That's being in a position to boss up on some shit. You've been working your job for about, I don't know, 5 years now. The type of field you've been working in. You had the same job working in the same field for 5 years. And you're tired of this motherfucking job. All right, time to boss up. Use your 5 years leverage to go get a better job, to go get another situation and shit. You know, you just got your fucking degree. Okay, boss up on that bitch. Use it. Like I'm talking about all motherfucking time. Like, this nigga graduated in 2014 when I should have. It's my third attempt in college and shit. I had 118 credits and shit. Just couldn't walk across there. I couldn't graduate. You know what I mean? And I didn't know my toes weight, you know what I mean? I ain't know, you know, that would be a fatal blow to my demo. The whole how I fucked up school shit. You know, that wasn't a good look for me at the time when my twin was really instrumental. This nigga was like, if he was on the energy now that he was on then, we could have been on this channel killing shit. But, you know, sometimes you don't get, well, I should put it like this. Everything you do in your twin flame situation is integral and important, whether you realize it or not. What could be big to him is small to you, but what could be small to him is huge to you. But I mean, there's got to be some balance there. Twin bossed up on school. That's what we was in college for, to fucking graduate. A lesson he was teaching me early in the game. He seen what situation I was gonna be in. He's like, nigga, you better start kissing ass. Whatever the fuck you gotta do to graduate, bro. Me, I'm not an ass kissing person. Me, I don't give a fuck. In my head, how the fuck y'all gonna fail me off behavior, bitch? I'm doing all the work. Everything is here. Just because you don't like me as a person, or I don't know. I was very rebellious. But it wasn't on me. I'm Leo. So Leos understand. It wasn't on me. Any rate, it's like, I'm talking bossed up on school, but he ain't bossed up on that degree. Since he graduated in 2014, this nigga ain't used his degree for shit. Me? Nigga, please. Niggas would have gave me an internship, which they didn't give me. Part of the reason why I ended up dropping out. I had everything but 2 classes in a fucking 2-year internship that they should have gave me when I first came to this bitch. It's like, let me have a degree. Nigga, I would have been bossed up on it. Nigga, stop. Let me get an internship to WGCI, Clear Channel, some shit like that. Cumulus Radio, shit that they was cock blocking me on. Telling you, ABC, NBC, WGN, bruh. Could work anywhere. Whether that was a newspaper, radio, could be a fucking actor, man. It's the fucking second city over here, man. Hey, look. It's a lot of shit I could have did if I was in hella people positions, but for some reason, I had to make it on my own. I just find highly strange motherfuckers I did graduate with, they either Uber driving or trying to figure out what the fuck they gonna do during this whole coronavirus lockdown and shit. Me, go back to the bottom line, baby. It's all good. And it's just like your masculine. Like, Masculine's a grand, he's in a good position. A lot of shit is coming together. But it's just one thing on his head. That's either what he needs to do, or, like I said, what he needs to do with this karmic feminine that's around. That ain't helping, that ain't really on too much. That's around for a reason, and that reason he's going to have to boss up on or just leave it alone. Consciously, masculine, you come to a situation with the King of Pentacles. This is, like I said, a karmic masculine, or you taking ownership in something. This is you consciously and directly. What are you taking ownership of or owning up to? Ten of Swords. A permanent ending that has happened or needs to happen. This is owning up to a death or permanent ending that has happened or needs to happen. It's good, bad, and ugly, because it's going to be for the sake of your life. It's for the sake of your life. Okay? Death. Death is prevalent. It's around, but it ain't nothing to fear. It's a step past death. You can die and live forever because you are divine. You understand what I'm saying? You can die and still be here through legacy, through children. That's how you beat death. You know what I mean? It ain't over when you fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Even if you was a motherfucking nobody and you died, right? Let's just say apocalypse happened or some shit. You know what I mean? People roll up across your dead body. Somebody's gonna bury that bitch with some respect. Maybe it was your dead random body that they had to bury in respect in my Walking Dead terminology that brought meaning to their lives, that signifies something good to them. Your death signifies something good to them. Death shouldn't signify nothing but transition and how death ain't shit. How it's nothing. In fact, it's a destiny we all gonna meet one day. And we shouldn't be scared of it. In fact, we should embrace death. I laugh in the face of danger. Face ass, like, fuck death. That go for motherfuckers talking about corona. That go for motherfuckers talking about violence. That go for motherfuckers talking about whatever. Whatever new Holocaust they say finna hit the internet or some bullshit like that. Because that's all traps. I fell into that 212 New Rule bullshit back in 212. American Holocaust camps and all that shit. Got so sidetracked from what the fuck was really going on in life. Like, that was my introduction to YouTube. Doom and gloom. Death and destruction on what the fuck gonna happen in the future that we're past, but it's still finna happen again. Death to a lot of shit. You gotta put a death to death. Get past death. This could be a person that died. You still ain't got over that. Get over it. We ain't got time. You got an 8 of Pentacles. This is a whole life. Shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed to sleep on, kids, a job, a car to get to and from your job, a bed in your house where you get to and from to when you ain't working. You understand what I'm saying? This is the love of your life. Your twin flames in here. Your purpose is in here if you want it. God is in here if you want it. You got a whole life to worry about, not death. Say that shit 2 times. You got a whole life to worry about, not death. It's just like The Walking Dead. One of my favorite shows of all time, but I hate watching it now. Because all the weak motherfuckers, like real shit, the weakest motherfuckers that cause a lot of unnecessary death and destruction were the minorities. I thought that was a little racist and shit, but let me break it down. Tyreek, or Tyrese, or whatever. Yeah, he saved Judith. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he did his part, because they all got parts to do. But if you really look at Tyrese, man, he was more of an anchor, you know what I'm saying, than a leader. He was more of a, like I said, he just caused a lot of shit. Whether he was in his feels about the girl that got killed, beating up Rick, just being all in his feelings, wasting his energy killing zombies, just going through lessons that we ain't got time to go through. You know what I'm saying? His sister, Sasha. Sasha was the weakest motherfucker on Walking Dead, for real, for real. And I hate saying that shit, because they was black, man. I wish it was different. But, bruh, Sasha, that's her weak ass. I think. Why they can't be like Michonne? Michonne she was nigga. She was super nigga, but she was different. She wasn't weak like them. Chris Rock. Nigga that played Chris Rock was on The Walking Dead. Weak. He the reason Tyreek died. He the reason a lot of motherfuckers died. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be that person. Don't be the weak link. Because what a weak link is something you gotta drag. I said this shit 2 times. Don't be a weak link out here. Because that's something you gotta drag. We ain't trying to drag weak chains out here. If you can't hold it, put it down. You understand what I'm saying? We don't need nobody helping you do your work when we all got work to do. That's life. And that's something you're starting to grip with tripping over a death. Goes back to the subconscious energy, 4 swords. If you in your head, then you ain't out here doing nothing. You ain't working. You ain't grinding. You ain't doing your part. You in your head. It's like the zombie apocalypse once again. Somebody died and you sitting there in shock. Yeah, it's fucked up. But this ain't like you ain't seen somebody else go through this shit. You've been watching people and their family die all around you. It was just a matter of time. It happened. We gotta go. We can bury her later, but we gotta go. Unless you trying to die too, because if you trying to die too, we can leave you where you at while we go regroup and circle around. You dig what I'm saying? Terminator 2, Walking Dead, The Matrix. You're gonna have to have a post-apocalyptic way of looking at life. Because when you do, it makes sense. As far as the feminine energy in your life, in your subconscious energy, you got the 6 of Swords. You just rolling with the homie. This is the energy of whatever your girl want, you with. Whatever your twin on, you on. And the divine feminine is sitting next to this shit too in your subconscious. But when it comes to a feminine, it's somebody you want to roll with. It's a feminine. You just want to roll with them. See what rolling with them even means. Queen of Swords, that's being 10 toes the fuck down, or what mental direction you want to go in. What's a sword? Thoughts, decisions, directions, mentality, ideology. Thoughts and decisions, basically. This is being 10 toes down on a thought and decision you're going to want to make. When it comes to rolling with this person, 6 of Swords, that's rolling with the homies. Rolling with the homies. My Clueless card. What's the Clueless card? Like, everybody in the movie Clueless was clueless. But at the end of the movie, everything made sense. It was all mental, what they was clueless about. Swords, of course shit ain't gonna make sense. You learn by doing. You learn by doing. If you ain't doing anything, you ain't gonna learn nothing. You can talk to people all day, but what's communication? 80% nonverbal. That means verbally, you only doing 20% of that. Verbally, telling your friends what you finna do. You know what I mean? I'm in a dilemma. Can you help me? Yeah, I can help you, but I mean, you're going to have to help yourself. What do you mean help myself? You still got 80% of actions you got to do from what the fuck you saying. So if you ain't doing shit to correlate what you said, then what you said don't mean shit. You got a problem with people not taking what you say seriously. It's obviously the 80% actions you doing. Moving on from that. It's a particular feminine. I say it's your divine feminine. I say it's your divine feminine. It's a particular direction you want to go with your divine feminine, and you're just going to go. And by doing that, consciously, you, in regards to a feminine energy, you're going to have the Knight of Wands. This is moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction, or your journey, or your J for job. Masculine, what's your job? Two of Wands. What's Two of Wands? That's support. That's just being there for someone. Your feminine ain't got enough money to get into this club. She trying to get in with you. That's you paying. Your feminine ain't got enough to do this little function she trying to make where she gonna make hella bank from it. You've seen her do it before. She just hit you up for a little extra ears to be a blessing so she can bless other people. You hook her up. Your feminine just went through some crazy ass shit with her motherfucking weak ass boyfriend or whoever she beefing with right now. You got your motherfucking ass in the car running to her rescue. Not because it's your job to do it, but that's what you do. Whew! Not because it's your job to do it, nigga. That's just what you do. Okay? Your job is just to be there. Pick up the fucking phone when your feminine call you. Just be there. You ain't gotta do shit. Be there. It's the same script I'm gonna give my masculine when I'm taking off and I'm doing my thug thingamajig out here and I'm traveling the world, getting my Mr. International on. On my way to go get my motherfucking masculine his little allowance for the month. I'm gonna be like, nigga, hey, don't be out here acting crazy. You dig what I'm saying? What you do is what I do, nigga. Talk to you just like your mom, nigga. Hey, you represent me when you walk around here. You my twin, nigga. Don't be acting goofy out here. Because you know what I do, right? Alright. And don't be acting stupid with this bread, man. Alright? Acting like you ain't never seen this shit before. Look, dude, just 8 of cups. That's the Patty Bell card. Just be on your best behavior. Be so on your best behavior that the dirt you do don't even get seen or heard about. Because it ain't got to. Keep your business so straight it ain't out on the streets. Alright? I can't be with you 24 hours a day. I don't know what the fuck you do with this bread, but listen, I'll be back next month. If I come back, you looking all crazy because what I'm doing is bad. I'm enabling your fuck ass behavior or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm going to give them the talk. From a person who's most concerned. Because like I said, it's going to get to that point. Like, everything I foresee is going to happen. It always does. It comes from being on your motherfucking J for job. This is your job. 3 of Wands, divine feminine, that show role. What show role is to get you, your masculine, or the people you helping, your family, whomever, just to get everybody from point A to point C. Point A to point C. Fuck point B. Point B is just the next phase. There has to be a phase after that. It's like a segment. You know what I mean? A 3-point segment. We ain't just trying to get from here to here. We ain't just trying to survive. Roaches do that. Rats do that. Bacteria do that. Bears do that. We're not just trying to get from here to here in life. We're trying to get from here to here to here to here to here to here. Nigga, we trying to keep going. All right? It's like Harriet Tubman, son. She was a feminine, but she had a lot of masculines helping her along the way. John Brown, a few others. Her job and their job is totally different. She escaped to slavery only to come back and get more people. She said, fuck it. Why? I mean, it's just like I say, her being free, okay, she still would have had to live and make a living just like every other nigga in the North. It's still the same. She always gonna be black. She always gonna be coming out of oppression, or whoever shorty she has always gonna be born into it. It's time to change lives. Her life was way more meeting her helping other people than just her helping herself. She could have just helped herself. She escaped the first time. She escaped the first time. She could have just helped herself. Nah. She freed how many motherfuckers? They say about 2 to 300. 2 to 300 niggers, man. That's a lot. Especially when they was killing and hanging and lynching and castrating motherfuckers back then. So she had to be a hell of a woman. A divine even. To pull that job off. But she couldn't have did it by herself. I ain't masculine. You're the John Brown to motherfucking Harriet Tubman. Can't say Nat Turner, because look how Nat Turner lived his life. He gave his whole life to one rebellion and died because of it. He made of a statement, nigga rung bells, but it wasn't nowhere near the 300 families. You know what I mean? People, families that were affected from just one person. He probably changed 300 people's lives that night, but imagine how many motherfuckers died that night. It wasn't just Nat Turner got killed. Imagine how many slaves got killed. Then after he died, how many they came and just killed so niggas wouldn't be like him. That's some masculine shit. Just burning off until you dissipate like a bottle rocket. Nah, you gotta go from point A to point B to point C. Something you'll learn fucking with a feminine, which is why you need your feminine around to teach you exactly what support really is. That's part of the Jacob journey. Moving on, masculine, you in regards to yourself, subconsciously, you got the Queen of Wands. This is the divine feminine. This is your divine counterpart. She's here in your head for a reason. Why is that, pimp? Player, 4 Wands. This is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Okay. You want to be reunited with your twin. You want to be in union with your twin. You want to reconnect with your twin. You want to recognize who your twin is. For those that got hunches on who they divine feminines may be, he could be a she could be a he, you know, I'll be rocking. Best way to find your divine counterpart is to go to Zion. Zion, that's the 4 Wands, that's heaven, that's the 4th, 5th dimension. The laws and the physics that apply there are just divine and way greater than this 3rd dimensional plane of existence. Everything on the 3rd dimension has a beginning and an end. It's temporary. It's temporary space and time. It has expiration date. Everything in the 3rd dimension has an expiration date. There is no expiration dates in the 4th and 5th dimension. This is something higher than anything you've ever had. Something, you know, you experience more than what you've ever had. I'll say this shit too. I had this epiphany a few times. Well, I'm asking is that, you know, do drugs or used to do drugs. I'm talking about hard drugs. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about weed, that just gives you a temporary relief right now. We talking about them hard drugs that really fuck with this up here. You know, dopamine, endorphins, those type of words. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised how much a junkie knows on medical terms and shit. In my personal opinion, motherfuckers that do heroin, that shoot shit up, that cook shit up, you know, control substances and shit like that, to me, y'all modern day wizards. It's a brain power and a fucking genius that goes into that shit. I'm not promoting it. But I'm just saying. You can kick these drugs, but it's shit out here that activates your endorphins, And the dopamine in your brain too, and your twin flame can do that. See, a lot of y'all motherfuckers be wondering why y'all divine masculines can't be near y'all sometimes. You talking about the ones that got monkeys on their back, cause ain't nobody perfect. Feminine, you ain't either. I ain't. Nobody is. The only perfect person up in here, at least I heard of, was Christ and a few others. I know we got some other saints out here, but you know, it's like when you a former addict and you fall in divine love with somebody, the same shit that used to get you high then gets you high now. We ain't talking the drug. You got emotions stimulating your brain, the same powders you being high off some shit would. Sugar, nicotine. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that can recreate these feelings, but in my personal opinion, divine love taps into all that shit. Your endorphins, the dopamine, and taking your shit like it's all mental. Yeah, it's a lot for your masculine, because like I said, you being around him, this nigga getting high off you. So my mom used to tell me when I was a youngin', first getting my whiff out here in the world, getting it, I'm getting it. I was like, be careful with these older women, nigga. She was like, they getting high off you, nigga. You young, you full of youth, nigga. It ain't just them knocking boots with you, nigga. It's a whole nother high they getting from you. And they stealing your youth, nigga. She always said that was true. That was true. It's my fault. But yeah, got my youth robbed by a lot of older women. You know what I'm saying? And older friends in my life who, you know, the way she put it, nigga, you ain't got your shit together. They exposing you to good shit, but nigga, you ain't got the means to have that. So in reality, it's what happened in my life. Like I went in a big ass circle for 10 years, just like, I don't know, trying to have shit I wasn't in a position to have, being around people who had it. Usually the older breezes that I fucked with. They exposed me to the real. But like I said, it's give and take on everything. And the same way they was getting high off my youth, it's the same way I was getting high off they shit. The bread they was giving me, I can get smoked out on that, you know what I mean? Being enabled, all kind of shit. Overindulgence. We're grown adults here. We can look back at the past and laugh and see how our behavior has changed and shit like that. But I'm saying all that to say this. Fucking with your feminine is an experience. That's why you really gotta go home to know this. You think your feminine is the worst shit for you. You think your feminine is driving you crazy or like, I don't know. Yes, it is mental. Fucking with your feminine. It ain't just her being around. He could be a she, should be he, you not be rocking. It ain't just the emotions you get around your feminine. It's where your mind goes. I'm telling you, when I get near my twin, that boy start looking like a little ass kid, like a mischievous kid, up to something. And it smiles. It's just laughs and shit. It's just the way, I don't know. It's like a real mischievous kid that did some shit. And no one's ever gonna know it. He's just he like this is a mischievous nigga. He just got the smile and his laugh and shit. I've been bugging out on it since I first seen it. It's what let me know he was cool with me. And for me, it's just more so like my actions, little shit that I do. Like I can't look my twin in the eye too long. Like it's always like this father-son dynamic shit, this humbleness that I got towards the nigga. Respect. I guess the way a samurai would greet his retainer, or the way a knight would greet his king. You know what I mean? Like, yes, my lord. It's like you don't look the king directly in the eye type shit. Like, I don't know. It's just our thing. We got different shits that we can identify by each other, and it's just little things. My twin used to be an ex, a lot of things, and he survived a lot of eras. So I'm sure me being around is kind of bringing a lot of past shit to the forefront, which it does. That's what twins do. That's where triggers come from. That's why you fix the shit and be in situations so everything, by the time everything's fixed and y'all go y'all separate ways, y'all the best person y'all can be. Or by the time y'all get everything straight, y'all can just even come tighter together than where y'all was at before. Home, that's where it's at. You're the right feminine, that's where it's at. You know that. But now you finna see what purpose is. And why purpose, getting people from point A to point B to point C, really point A to point C is where it's at. You personally, in regards to yourself, you pussyfooting around with something. Mentally. You pivoting around with something. Mentally. And you know that you know, you're going to have to go past the point of no return. This is the direction you want to go with your feminine. This is the direction you want to go in life right now. You've been pussyfooting on around it for a minute, to a sword. That's thinking you got options when you don't. There's only one right way. That's up. You got left, you got right. There's only one right way. It's up. True north. Not north, but true north. Where the fuck the compass is pointing. Like, we're on the axis, right? It's a wobble, nigga. So it's like, we going this way. Instead of going this way. You know what I'm saying? Up, and away. It's time to get past where you've been. It's time to get past these so-called options you attempted. Yeah, you got to go back the other way. It's the right way. Don't look at it as the Three of Swords, which is the pain card in my deck. Tupac pain card. It's painful. Going back to where you're supposed to be. It's like hit reset. Some shit happened in your life. You got to move back with your mom. You got to move back to the projects. You back taking the bus. Currently, my situation right now, I got 2 motherfucking whips outside, man. No L's right now. I'm still trying to get them bitches. This costs money. Shot-Town, they been raping motherfuckers for their motherfucking bread all the time. I'm taking my sweet ass time because I just gave these niggas, I want to say like, I don't know, $750 just when I bought my motherfucking van to get that bitch straight. It's like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers think money grow up trees in Chicago. You ain't talking about my toes and all kind of shit. City life. So I had to move to the country. Any rate. Something you've been pivoting on for a minute. Now you finally going past the point of no return, man. Hey. There's only one right way. Once you're done figuring that out, proceed. It's like you move back home, your mom's house, your sister sitting there just shaking her head. You walking through the door. You said you weren't going to be back. That's pain. Yeah, you acting like you was better than us. That's pain. You know what I mean? But it's the same shit though. Every time we press reset, what we do, we get back on track. I always bounce back, baby. And you gotta bounce back. That bounce back time gotta be fast, masculine. Otherwise, like I said, it's just gonna make whatever the motherfucker's saying more relevant. Past point of return. It's time for you to go back to face some shit you swore you weren't gonna see again. I take it as fucking with your feminine. A lot of masculines, you talk shit about your feminine all the time. How she ain't this, how she ain't that, how everybody else makes sense, but she don't. How she was the problem. He could be a she be a he. You know how we rock it. Your masculine was the devil at one point. Now you see how your your feminine was the angel, and who the devil really is. The motherfucker that's been in your face the whole time. The one that's just been a Decepticon, wearing masks around your ass the whole time. Like, you really see who out of this world, literally out of this world on earth, people like your feminine, and you're really starting to see what this world, like the people of this world is really made of. Future final row, wrapping this up. Going to the future, you got the Fool card. And your conscious, this is being unaware. This whole time you've been unaware. Even learning things. Even in union, reunion, recognition. Even seeing your feminine in dreams. Even giving visions from God and shit like that. You always played the fool. Like I say, playing the fool helps you in the world. First time in jail. Niggas ask me what I've been in jail for. It's my first time. So, like I say, they ain't got no shit. I ain't talking to nobody. If niggas want to scrap, we can scrap. I don't know how the fuck the rules go, but I ain't here to play none of these motherfucking rules. Anything, I'm going to just make a statement like, it's whatever over here. It's whatever over here. Man, you gonna get yourself killed. That's the wrong way to go about it. I don't give a fuck, nigga. All y'all in here look groomed. Not me. It's what you're standing on this shit. It's how deep and dedicated you are to anything. It's how deep and dedicated you are to anything. If you choose to fuck with this divine situation, masculine, nigga, you're gonna have to be dedicated, alright, to the divine. You need to learn about yourself, so you can be aware. You need to learn about your feminine, the Trinity, so you can be aware. There's a lot of shit you know, but there's a lot of shit you just ain't aware of. A lot of shit you didn't want to see. A lot of shit you was Ray Charles into. This is all that Ray Charles and you see coming to the forefront. All that dirt you swept under the rug, you know what I mean, that you got to clean out now. That's the whole process of the whole Three of Swords shit. It's a lot of shit you finna do, given the mental direction you going in, that you didn't want to go through. You didn't want to hear you was wrong. You didn't want to hear none of this. You didn't want to get on a bus. You didn't want to have to do half the shit you doing, but you doing it because you know it has to be done. Final card, your message, we got the Four of Pentacles. All you got to do, masculine, is let go. And thank God. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to let something go. Whatever it is a pentacle, a person, place, or a thing. It's time for you to let it go now. It's time for you to let it go now. Whatever you holding on to. It don't matter what it is. Whatever you holding on to. Let that shit go. Queen of Cups is clarifying this Four of Pentacles. Queen of Cups is the psychic card. What's a psychic? Trusting in your own intuition. You know what your intuition telling you. This is signs, synchronicities, dreams, visions, and fantasies. You know what you've been dreaming about. You know what your fantasies consist of lately, or all the time, or this whole fucking time. Like, you know what you see in your dreams. You know what you see in the world. You know what you see in your twin. You know what you be seeing in life half the time. But it's something about this spiritual shit. I just take this Queen of Cups and just, like I say, the spirit realm. This is where your power comes from. It's like you holding on to your innocence. It's like you a mutant. You're a mutant from X-Men, and you don't want to blow your cover. Damn, I think that's exactly what it is. You don't want to blow your cover. Two of Wands. That's your job. That's your role. That's shit you're supposed to be doing. It's time for you to do your job. It's time for you to play your role in the situation. But you know you doing that, it's going to blow your cover in the world. But fuck the world. It's going to make your ass a target just like your divine feminine. But she thugging it out. And you stronger than her in a lot more ways. She's stronger than you. She should be, be rocking. But in like a ethereal, spiritual, mental way, you definitely got her beat in a lot of areas. It's time for you two to work together. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you can progress to the next step in your spiritual development. That's my message. Hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. Got more readings next. Deuces.